Fantastic. And we're back with another quick pixel sketch. This one's from Don't Be Afraid, the first toy. The demo game I played not too long ago. And what really caught my attention first when I opened it up was the title screen, with this bloody mask just sitting there. And so I thought we'd take some time and give it a quick sketch. And the canvas we're working on here is 20 by 20 pixels. And I just started out by trying to find the angle and placement of the body of the mask first. And this one's gonna go a little bit slower because it's not a time lapse at all. I did this sketch real quick in like less than 10 minutes. And playing through this game was the first horror game I've probably played in a couple of years, actually. And I really enjoyed it. I think I have to play a couple more horror games in the future here, because the tension here was just awesome. And of course, the mannequins were a little disturbing coming through and figuring out some of the secrets behind them. I can't wait to go in and try the real full game. Might do that in the near future here. Alright, now in the sketch I'm just trying to figure out eye placement and anatomy. Seeing what shapes and everything looks good to me. And just like with my Alice, I'm just picking colors at random that fit the general tone of the original art piece. And since I'm just a sucker for symmetry when it comes to pieces like this, I of course had to make it as symmetrical as I possibly could. Until later when we get to the blood splatter, of course, but I wanted all the facial features to mirror each other along that 45-degree axis. And now that I got all the facial features kind of played out, I started working on that shadow on the edge there. Trying to figure out how dark and where I wanted the shadows to lay out on the pixels. Trying to figure out, I didn't want the shadows to be too dark or overlap too much with the facial features, just because I wanted the face to be very readable without the shadows overlapping as much as it does in the original artwork. Because there's not as much of a 3D element to the pixel art here. And now moving on to the blood splatter here. I want it to be very dry looking, like old blood. So I didn't go for the bright reds that would just stick out far too much on the dull beiges of the mask. And then once I got all the blood and shade and highlights everywhere, just kind of went back in and started to add a few more details here and there just to fill it out a bit more, make it look a little more gruesome with that blood. Just so we had a bit more to look at, because it seems a little plain and there was a lot of detail in that original piece that I wanted to try and bring back. And this ended up being the finished piece. I really enjoyed it in the game. I think it turned out rather well, especially when you bring it down to the scale of 20 by 20 pixels. And so at the end I added it to this banner piece that you'll find on my page that also has the vault artwork as well as Alice from Fae Fever. And I think I might continue on and building up a nice feature of different pixel creations that I do over the time on this one big art piece. And I hope you enjoyed it. See you again next time.